And then we can just really take a few deep breaths. And then letting ourselves find that inward place. At that real depth of being, there's a profound lightness. Like a joyful butterfly. Being gently carried by the softness of the wind. This part of us, this true part of us, needs do nothing. You need do nothing. Just let the waves of this moment take you. in a deeper way. Let yourself know that you need do nothing. Absolutely nothing needs to change for you to be at peace. In this sweet state of inner restfulness, just stays with us. And even if something other than peace comes into our mind, on some level we know this deep rest is here as well. As we return to our gathering, we simply allow this to continue. More and more certain of this beautiful connection with God, with the divine itself. All right. I just feel a very open-hearted welcome for everyone here.
Yeah. Very open-hearted welcome. Very lovely morning to everyone. Here the sun is streaming through. It's been a couple of rainy days. It's very beautiful. Karin even needs a pillow for her face. Yeah, it's nice. We had a sweet discussion or sharing around time this morning because the clocks have hopped an hour backwards, I guess. So we gained a whole hour, seemingly. Yeah, how is everyone? We can just open up the floor. Good to see you. We can use hands or electronic hands. Åsa.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, it's just so wonderful to sit with you guys. I feel so much peace. It was hard to open my eyes even. So, and I feel so grateful also because with you, I really find, or I get reminded of that place which you can't see and really put that place which isn't this world, you know, which isn't anything in form. And it brings so much peace. And I catch myself sometimes, you know, having thoughts that I need something. And then, you know, I can come back so easily to resting and realizing, yeah, it's hard to put words to, but it's certainly a different place. And I feel so light and most of the time. And it's just wonderful. I have some moments when that I would like to bring up, or, you know, when I lose the peace. And it's actually happening regarding to my body, to my health. And then it's happening in me at work as well. I do some stuff I think I do stuff that is I don't know what's going on, but I know what happens in my body. I get symptoms. And also I'd like you to talk about, you know, when I have symptoms, it's easy to go into them and, you know, start fixing and fiddling with them, which I don't want to do, of course, because it's endless and leads to so many complicated things. So yeah, that'd be great if you could talk about it, because of course I hear my own thoughts that I want to get rid of it. You know, I don't want to be so dizzy I can't get out of bed or I can't do things, but because that's one of the symptoms I still have or meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you started by saying you're doing something you don't really want to do, is what I heard. Like you don't want to work.
It's not that I don't want to work, but I don't want to rush. I don't want to be ahead of myself. I don't want to. Yeah, that's what I think I'm doing. That's very much what I have been doing. You know, sometimes more and sometimes less, but it's like a little bit of rushing going on, or the idea that I have to, for some reason, it's not enough to just be, you know, and act, and, you know, it's more about others, things, other people out there. I think I just get lost in some doing, you know, doing, having to get the kids to calm down or something. Yeah, that's what I think I'm doing.
Yeah. When you share, I hear there is a part of you that knows the answers.
Say again?
When you share, I hear that there is a part of you that already knows the answers. Yeah. Like you said, it seems like it's not enough to just be. It seems like you should do something to get the kids calm. You should force yourself out of bed. Like all those should and must. A demanding external world.
And when I feel that in the moment, like when I feel it now in the moment, I feel sadness, and yeah, it feels shitty and sad. But when I have it at work, I can't stay with it, you know. I just push through, or I just jump over it, or.
So you're aware of that?
Yeah, because I'm lost in that mind frame that I have to do stuff. I have to, you know, something. Because it's chaos. And I take it to sort of fix it.
Let it be. You know the song, Let It Be.
Yeah.
Maybe that will need to be your mantra. So that you first, whatever you do, first adhere to the inner space. You know, because that other thought that's there, I must, I should, that's draining you. That's what makes you sick.
Yes.
Or come to community. We're working on undoing the doer here. Big time. Karin is
Yeah.
Karin is on to the doer.
Yeah.
In her and
Big
others.
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And to dive in and look at the beliefs underneath when there is that force that says, yeah, there is an inner voice that is calling, but I must do this first, or I should do this. I should force this situation. What are the beliefs there? There's some kind of belief in survival in the world, or being a caring person, or, you know, there can be many beliefs to identify when there is that forceful.
Yeah, and it's also the belief that, you know, it feels good in a way to have a, you know, to be needed, or to be, because when I couldn't work for a long time, I had to, you know, find another way to be to be at peace with nothing, you know. But then I could really also see that, you know, who am I? I'm not, I mean, I'm just nothing. I'm just nobody here, you know. I'm at home and nothing to do. And so I could see, and that's also what I shared with you this summer, I could see it so clearly. I put my happiness on things, on people, on doing, on fixing things, or it doesn't matter what it is. It just has to be something.
Yeah, the persona wants to be important, usually.
Yes.
Or needed or loved.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a project. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just as long as it's something. Fixing myself, or fixing something, or being somebody. And I think I think I want to be a good worker, you know. I can see myself from the outside sometimes, and I don't like it. I think I would have a hard time admitting it to everyone at work, you know, but here I can do it. But I see myself outside. Does this look good? Kind of. That's the, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because work is a lot about that. I mean, we're supposed to present stuff to the parents all the time, and it's a lot. Yeah, so, and I'm buying into it, obviously.
So maybe that is why you're there, a temporary stopover there in that job, to see that persona. You see, you don't want that. You don't want to identify as professional also.
No, it's painful. And rushful. And it makes me dizzy. And it makes my brain hurt.
Yeah. And even that sentence you just said, does this look good? It feels like that goes back kind of far for you. Maybe that's a long-term one.
Yes, I feel very angry now for some reason. In my head, I throw things now, like I'm furious inside. I don't know at what, but something. It's like anger for, I don't know, but it was a lot about, trying to tell the whole world that it's okay just to be, or I don't know. It's like angry at. It's like I have to fight to tell myself that it's okay just to do anything or just to be, or and it goes to a lot of stuff. It's not only about what I do at work. I told you last time also, Jenny, that I do it with my body, with how I look and how I.
Yeah.
The whole room is spinning. It's better now, but oh man, I was dizzy. So that's dizziness.
Can you repeat that also? There was a little outage here. Do you want to repeat that?
Yeah, I was so dizzy. I was so dizzy when I was in this. So of course that's the dizziness. Thank you for helping me see this. Let's see. Oh, wow. I feel so relaxed now. Oh. And I feel like respectfully, fuck everyone. I don't care. Sorry, but that's what comes to mind. Like
Nice. That feels good.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's like you're undoing the old Swedish individualist, perfectionist syndrome.
Yeah. It's certainly a syndrome here.
Yeah.
Rushing, doing, fixing. Everything needs to be fixed. Your body, your things, it's endless. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, getting off the hamster wheel. It's the best. Yeah. Thank you. Muted. Thank you. Does anyone here want to share?
Yeah. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah, something came up for me this morning when someone was sharing here about, we had an outing yesterday, and yeah, when someone was sharing about me and about what I said yesterday, just a lot of fear came up that it's not going to be told right, or I'm going to look bad, I'm not going to be portrayed in the light I want to be portrayed, want to be perceived by everyone. So I just noticed that this morning, like a real strong terror. I felt an urge I wanted to jump in and say what, exactly the way it happened. Like it's a very minor thing, but I just got this fear that I'm going to be seen as bad. And like what Ashok was saying, I don't want to be seen as anything but good, perfect. Yeah, and I noticed that here, being in community, I can, being around people all the time, I can feel myself kind of like, when we have joinings, I want to say the right thing. I want to be perfect, really. And I want to be seen as perfect. What Matthew said was amazing. I want this concept always to be there, So yeah, just when I didn't think it was going that well this morning, even though it's probably so tiny and it's all in my own head, I got this fear that, oh God, it didn't feel good at all. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, for seeing that. And is there something you would like to explain? Because it's not wrong too.
Yeah. I don't think there's any need, really. Like about yesterday. No, well, it's just what came up was I felt it went well. But this morning when the person was sharing, I suddenly thought, oh my God, did this person not think it went well? That was my perception. And I thought, oh, this, I don't like this. This looks bad on me. It should go well because, yeah. Yeah, and I don't feel to say anything else, I don't think.
I think we got it. Yeah. Even earlier. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pressure I put on myself. It's this high perfectionist standard that I have to uphold all of the time in every encounter, every sharing, every expression. Like, just feels, yeah, Jesus. I'd love to just let all that go. Just, and I do have moments, more than moments here. I feel it's very, there's no ego or self-concept. There's no effort. Yeah, it feels great.
Maybe that's next week's assignment, or starting today. Let go. Allowance to let go. Let go pressure. Yeah. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Laurie.
Hi, Jenny, Barret, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, it just feels like such a relief to, yeah, everyone shares. It's always the same feeling, like what everyone shared could come straight out of my mouth. The oneness. Yeah, and about being seen as well, like seen in a good light. Yeah, just thinking, I don't want to be seen at all, she says with the camera off. And I'm festering in bed, and I kind of got the thought, like, that's all right. If I don't want to be seen, I don't want to should all over it. Well, I should have my camera on. I should, I just, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a lot of anger come up yesterday. Yeah. Anger, frustration, annoyance. And then, yeah, the same kind of feeling, like getting angry with myself for being angry. Like it's not allowed, or and I've been making notes of like all the triggers, just so I can kind of get a grip on the pattern. And it is always the same few things. It's when I feel like I'm overlooked, unheard, or when there's expectations on me, but I can see that it's just I put such high expectations on myself. And when I'm trying to be constantly available, but I'm just abandoning myself because in those moments I'm not available for me. So I'm trying to give something that I'm not willing to receive for myself.
And that's powerful to see, that you're seeing that, Laurie.
Yeah, it almost feels like it has to get to crisis point. Yesterday, I just had to ask. I need time. I need the day to myself today. And then this morning, yeah, like I feel like a load of insights have come because of that. But I don't want to leave it to crisis point. I want to be able to ask for what I need consistently.
Yeah. Beautiful. And not with the ego, like to ask once and then you think you have fulfilled the quota and you have to be available again and do, you know,
Yeah.
to keep allowing.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I've been looking at boundaries. Like even that just feels difficult, how to communicate. Yeah, kind of looking at what my complaint is and then trying to see what it is I need and how to request that.
Mm.
But then I use the course. Oh, well, the course says that you shouldn't, there's no boundaries. So I wondered if you could say something about, just about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's a stepping stone. Sure, there are no boundaries there because there is oneness. But in the deceived mind that is waking up, it's, there are helpful ways where you give yourself the space to go within, to do the mind training, to really be very allowing to your needs in this, and that is a teaching itself, to be very respectful and allowing to yourself. That is a demonstration to others to also be respectful and allowing, in what they're going through. And
I've been seeing the pride as well, which has been hard to, like, there's a lot of pride in thinking that I'm even capable of helping and being available, and seeing that I get really annoyed when people think they know what's best for me, but I'm doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I go into condemning mode then. Everyone's wrong, shouldn't be doing this to me. And then I condemn myself, speaking to you about the codependency. Then I start saying, oh, you're just an absolute codependent addict, you need help, there's something wrong with you. It's just the same old pattern. Fix it. It is that, something needs fixing and it's my responsibility.
Yeah, that sounds pretty tiring.
I'm seeing when I'm doing it now and I still don't stop myself. It's
like with all sides probably going way back, it's all so we take that right now, this moment, we take this pattern, this self-concept, and we do hand it over to the light, to the Holy Spirit.
there's right now I can see there's frustration with that, because it's almost like I want to, what's happening? Like nothing's happening. I'm handing it over, nothing happens. I'm impatient.
You hand it over and allow the spaciousness that is replaced with it, That's the whole thing. It's in the present moment.
That's what I'm running from, I think. Because in the present moment the emotions come, and
And that's beautiful. You need to allow the emotions. That's the healing.
Yeah, there's also a peace there. Yeah, so I think I just want to hand over that it's not me doing the healing. I get trapped in that, yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of the part where Jesus, talks about what you would need to know in order to really facilitate healing. He basically said you need to know everything throughout time and space, and how this would affect everyone, and it's impossible, right, for us to know that. But the good news is we don't have to. The Holy Spirit takes care of all that.
Mm.
We just show up with the willingness to hand it over.
Yeah. Yeah, and what came to me just as you started speaking, Barret, was I need to know I'm worth it. I want to feel worthy of the healing.
Yeah. And you always are. God's will for you is complete happiness, total happiness.
Yeah.
So there's not one little bit of ego that is in total happiness, right? There's not one scrap of fear that remains in that point. It's all undone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. I had a thought earlier when we talked about this undoing of the doer. Did you want to share about the process of undoing the doer, Karin, or where are you at? If you switch with Matthew, yeah.
Is it here?
You can move it closer too.
Yeah, I realized how much I have been a doer my whole life. And that brought a lot of fear and a lot of sadness, really a lot of sadness, as if it was the only way that I could survive in this world, being a doer. So it goes very, very deep, this pattern. And actually, I have never dared to look at it until now, because it's my whole identification. I don't know who I am if I'm not a doer. And that's really frightening. But this morning I woke up at 3 o'clock and I was totally awake. And then a thought came, well, you should sleep now. But you were totally awake, and I felt like getting up and just, then came this thought, I must go up and do something. And then, no, I just want to rest and just stay and watch my mind. And this discussion went on for some time during the night, and I decided not to listen to that doer. And then it came to me, wow, actually I would like to listen to some music, but I didn't do it. I thought I just stay here and watch my mind. And then my alarm went on, and I got up. And I was so happy when I got up. And I didn't realize that we have shifted the time. So when I went out here to have my breakfast, as I usually do in darkness, there was all this light, and I thought, oh, it's all for me. And then, yeah. And then Matthew asked me, what is the time? It didn't bother me. It is, if this night I came through this discussion with that doer, and I didn't follow it. And I just saw the light this morning. So something has happened.
Yeah. So the light didn't come because the clock changed. The light came because your mind changed.
I just saw the light, and I was so glad. So is that the way to undo the doer? I don't know, but it has shifted. Yeah, something has shifted. Going through all this fear and sadness. I've really been crying a lot this week. Yeah. I feel very grateful for being here. I couldn't do it myself, this journey. Yeah. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Karin.
And it's quite hot here in the sun. That's why I leave this chair.
Well, I don't have anything else.
Well, it's been a sweet gathering today.
Yeah.
And the cat shows up and rubs up on Denise. The sweetness.
Yeah. Yeah, have a really nice day, everyone.
Thank you.
Rest in peace. Rest in God.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Bye. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.